review or re-record your message.
Make a riff, riff, riff. Make a riff, riff, riff. Yeah, back to
You want? Is your thing open? You want to do this simultaneously? Yeah, just do that one. She'll do this one, and we'll get out of your way.
It is low. I mean, I don't know what it would be. What do we charge you for an origination fee on your 19 houses?
18 houses, but it was, I think it was maybe 0.5%.
Yeah,
Don't quote me. So it was minimal.
We're there.
Okay. And would you guys do the full construction because there's no debt because I own the land free and clear, or would you do only a piece of the construction?
Right.
So
So that's I don't know what the lot's worth.
Right. Okay. The lot's worth $2.5 million.
$9 million project. We loan 70%.
Oh, so then you could loan the full rest.
Right.
Oh, no problem. Then you could fund the rest of my construction.
Well,
Look, get it on camera. Deal. Deal. We got on camera. Deal. What do you mean, well? That was pretty straightforward. There's no ambiguity.
we're gonna loan on the cost.
Oh, you're loaning on the cost.
Yeah.
Okay, so the overall cost of the project, let's call it $5 million.
Yep.
Okay, that which includes the land acquisition, the permits, and everything else. So $5 million, I've already put in of the $5 million.
Now we're on the same page.
Okay, so based on the $5 million of total cost, future value 9, I'm in it. The overall cost is 5. I'm already in for call it 1.8, 1.9. Hard money.
Yep.
Hard cost to me.
That's what we need.
So the first draw's on you. Shake on it. Look at this.
Your money.
He's
first.
in. My money's already in.
We do the
Pull the
first
deed, pull the HUD, pull the permits, pull the demo. My money's already paid. How to negotiate with the bank on building a new construction? People would love to hear that conversation. So it dawned on me that I'm building this large home in Paradise Valley. It's a spec house, and I was just prepared to fund everything with cash. But also, you want to focus on no one has unlimited funds, especially myself. And I thought maybe Shane just said he didn't sign a waiver for the footage. By the way, he just texted me. I did not sign a waiver for the footage. Anyhow,
tell him we'll blur his face.
yeah, well, the point is, it's always important to have leverage, right, at the appropriate pricing. Now, if the bank wanted 10% for construction loan, I'd rather just pay cash for it. But if they're going to lend me money, as you heard, at between 7.25, maybe 7.5%, and I can go out and buy multiple other homes and get 9 or 10% or more if I'm flipping or holding other assets at that time, because the time frame for building this project, and again, we're talking $9-10 million future value. Our cost, we'll call it $4 to $5 million in construction costs, is 18 to 24 months. That ties up a lot of capital. So why not use the bank leverage? I already own and bought the property for cash. Now I'm just asking them to fund the construction. What would that look like? Is it beneficial for me to do that? The other thing that my concern was, how fast can they pay the crews and the guys and the contractors on there so that we can continue to work? I don't want there to be a hindrance and a hardship and a slowdown. I want everything streamlined. Hence the reason why I was just prepared to pay everything in cash, so it'll be a more fluid process. But obviously these banks have done this multiple times for multiple years, and they have the systems and processes dialed in so that they can get the lien waivers, pay the guys, do the independent assessments and valuations of the work, and then release the funds. So that's what we were talking about. What percent of the construction would they fund? What would be the cost be? And what would the cost be? And does it make economic sense for me to use the bank money, or do I pay cash? The reality is it makes more sense for me to use the bank money, especially at that rate, because even lines of credit are 8.5%, number one. So this is cheaper money, relatively speaking, when rates are much higher right now. And two, when I have access to multiple deals, if I run out of capital because I'm all vested in one specific project, then I can't buy my normal day-to-day deals, then that puts a stoppage and a hindrance to my daily, my daily funding and my daily acquisition. So it's really important what we just talked about, getting the ball rolling. In fact, I'm expecting, as you heard, a call from the president to further discuss the opportunity of them loaning money. What's nice is they just lent a significant amount of money on multiple homes that I bought, and I already paid them off. So, that also shows a lot of strength and stability in terms of borrowing and purchasing power as a borrower for that bank. And so now they're like, well, I already had that capital, deployed, and now they have the money back. Why wouldn't they just reloan on one specific asset at a very low LTV? When I talk about LTV, I'm talking about loan to value. If the future value of this home is minimum $9 million and they're going to lend $3.5 or $4 million, they're in a very good position. That means that, they're at 30-40% of future value, which is a very good position to be in when banks normally will loan up to 70% of future value. So it's a very conservative deal, but again, it is a high valuation deal where they would incur more risk based on the numbers of, the exit on this particular property. So that's what we did.
Is this a conversation more towards luxury flips, or can this be a conversation towards smaller flips as well?
I think it's applicable for everything. This specific conversation was for luxury flips, but it really pertains to the lower income, because again, if I didn't deploy the money for this high-end flip, then I wouldn't necessarily have $3 or $4 million to deploy in my daily deals, which we're about to go see right now, that are $300,000 and $400,000 all day long. That's 10 flips and a lot more, because think about it. If I bought 10 flips, which I could do in a month, and I'm using this money on this project, but I don't have access to it, then it screws up the opportunity cost of the capital, the liquidity factor. When I could turn those dollars, how many times do you think that I turn 8 to 10 homes, in 2 years? This project will be 2 years where that money is tied up. How many times do I turn $3.5 million in 2 years? Multiple times. I could turn it 3 or 4 times easily. So technically, it's not just the opportunity cost of 10 homes, it's the opportunity cost of 30, 40, 50 homes. If I'm purchasing and flipping those dollars, it's the domino effect of flipping. So it's utilized multiple times. So in essence, it could cost me a lot of money if I didn't use the bank money and I just use my own gunpowder and I run out of it.
What tips should people focus on when it pertains to this? What are the things that they should focus on if they're beginning in this credit journey?
Well, when you're working with banks, it's important not to become over levered. Make sure that you always have dry gunpowder. You always have money to anticipate and plan for the worst case scenario. If your project doesn't sell right away, if the construction takes longer, make sure you have dry ammunition to ensure that you're protected for the longest possible period of time, right? You always want to have that contingency money. You want to make sure that you can service the debt to the bank. So many people, they borrow all this money and they're over levered and they get the bank money and they're thinking, how am I even going to pay the interest payment, right? It sounds crazy, but I see it time and time again. Now they're going out and trying to get seconds to subordinate the debt of the bank, meaning getting a second position loan behind the bank to then pay the bank. Now they're just getting way over their head. So if you're just getting started, make sure you start with lower income projects. Make sure you have plenty of capital and contingency money to carry the debt, pay the interest, have money for unknown repairs, anticipated things that you couldn't foresee. So have 20, 30% contingency money of the budget, and just to make sure that you can sleep at night. If you're tossing and turning, you're in over your head, right? Take a deep breath. Make sure you got, again, plenty of ammunition and gunpowder and sideline money to season any unexpected variable conditions that come into play. Lito. Hey, yeah, I called. I spoke to the architect, Gabriel. We were expected to get the plans today. Says everything's approved, but now we need some sort of special inspection.
What are they asking for the special inspection?
I don't know. Call Gabriel. I didn't quite understand. He's like, we need a special inspection before they release the permit. And I'm like, that's not what the city told me. Can you call him and see what's up?
Yeah, let me ask you what's going on.
See what's going on and let me know. I'm heading to the west side. Where are you at?
All over the place. I'm looking for ceiling tiles right now.
Okay.
I'm heading to 12th Street and I think it's somewhere in that area.
Oh, shit.
No problem. I'll call you. No, Monday.
The what?
I mean, I'll call you when I'm.
No problem. Call me. We'll coordinate. Call Gabriel. See what's going on with that so we can get started on this thing already. It's crazy.
And then, I mean, I can see you. I can see you next week. No worries.
Okay. No problem. All right. Call Gabriel. Let me know, and then we'll go from there. Appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. Get bums coming through the alley up here. There's a big homeless encampment, and they park out. So the houses look good, but then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it attracts all these bums. There's nice homes around here. What is this? Yo, Lito.
Hey, Zack.
Hey.
So basically, he said he already explained it to you. Do you understand what he said about the special inspection?
No, that's why I was confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't get it. This is the house.
So basically, the back room is, he said that according to the city, is not permitted. So they just want paper from the engineer saying like everything structural is fine.
Okay.
So that's a special inspection. So they're gonna take pictures of the attic and
See if
everything.
there's bums
like,
living
how it's
down here.
built and
See,
everything,
they
and
live right
the
there. That's where
engineer's
they're all
gonna
camping
sign the
out.
letter.
And they're
So-
sleeping in here and breaking
so
into the
that way,
house over here. It's
the
crazy.
city is, I mean, it's not liable for that.
Okay, so we just need an independent special inspector to look at the structural of that back and go from there. And once they sign off on it, then they release our permit.
Yeah, because I mean, we need that inspection. It's like when you do a new addition,
Yep.
they ask you for a special inspection. And
Okay.
the special inspection, basically, the engineer has to go and see that we did the ribbon, the epoxy, and all that crap.
All good. So he knows somebody that can do that, and as soon as we get it, then they'll release the permit, correct?
Yeah, but he said it. He said he told you like the engineer is gonna charge $200.
How much?
200.
He said somewhere between 800 and 1200. I didn't know specifically how much.
I mean, I don't know. He told me 200, so I don't know because that's the reason I told him. Are you sure? I mean, did you tell Zack about the price and everything? Yeah, I told 200. I'm like, okay, so I just want to explain everything to him because it seems like he doesn't understand what you're saying.
Right,
So
perfect.
I just want to make sure that everything is fine and there's no issues.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah, and then he said, yeah, I even have text that I send it the letter so he can sign the letter so that way he can send it to the engineer. And,
Sounds good. Tell him to proceed. How long is this going to take and how quickly can he get it done?
He want to get it done. He wants to get all that done by today because he doesn't want to jeopardize the permit
Perfect.
for next week because it's 4th of July. So
Okay.
He's going to try to get everything done so we can get the permit right away.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, let me call him and let him know to proceed.
Yep, let's proceed. Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. So what are we doing?
Let's go inside.
So this house has been stigmatized. I've been packing this thing for a long time because I've had to clear this house 3 or 4 times. It's so frustrating and I'm getting absolutely so tired of it. Watching the thing and see if you see somebody trying to leave through the window. Watch. Hello? Come on through. Unbelievable. Blinds came down. All right. I don't know what that smell is again. It's so weird. Do you smell that smell?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. This is such a nice house. We remodeled the whole property. People stole the appliances. Got new appliances coming. This house looks good. It's so frustrating when people bust. I've had this thing cleaned 3 times. It's absolutely insane. It's so frustrating. Last time I came in, there was drugs all over these counters. It's just so ridiculous. They broke in again in the afternoon, busting through stuff. It's so frustrating. Had to paint the whole house. They were up in the attic.
Nice house, though.
It's a really nice house. For a starter home, are you kidding me? This thing's great.
Was this just recently remodeled, or?
Yeah, we recently remodeled the home. Make sure no one's in here now, thank God. Crazy. So I have a security guy that comes through here every day now, checking on the house, which is really important, right? You got to protect the assets. It's frustrating. Now that you know some guy's coming around, we're going to arrest him. Busted window right here. Look at these people. I already called my glass guy. Why is this air filter? I mean, why is this shit out here? It's so weird. What's wrong with these people?
So what are you doing right now?
Just getting the house ready for pictures for the MLS so I can get this thing listed and get it sold. I want to take this one off the books. The longer it sits here, the more issues I have. So
what do you have to say for people that are like hiring photographers and taking their time and cleaning the house?
I mean, look, it's all, professional photography is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. By the time I call the professional photographer and they're going to take 3 days to come out here, then edit the pictures, I want to get this thing on the market tonight. I think the pictures for this level of a home will be just fine. I know how to take pretty good pictures, you know, doing this for 20 some years. Could it be better with professional photography? If the home was $500,000 or more, I'm all for professional pictures. My house I just listed on Palm, professional pictures, right? But a house like this, you gotta turn and burn, get on the market, put your best foot forward, and move on. I'm not waiting 3 days for edited pictures. I have an amazing weekend ahead of me right now to move this asset, and the market's hot. Time is money. Let's get it going. I could always call the professional photographer if I'm not getting activity after I take my pictures and supplement them too as a contingency plan. But again, I wanna turn and burn and go on to the next deal. See if this thing's open. Look, I mean, you could tell here, check this out. Some guy was sitting in here showering, right? There's his pants. This was all cleaned up yesterday. And now people coming back every freaking day. It's so, look, here's the clothes. People jumping the fence, showering back here, using the hose. Happens every day, every day. So frustrating. All right, let me get a wide pick, so come this way. All right, onwards and upwards, on to the next one. It's hot out here. Let's go.
Tell me the numbers and everything.
Okay, purchase price on this one, $217,500. We probably put about $15,000 into it because part of this was already remodelable. We had to do paint, we did some electrical, we did some plumbing. We'll do some windows. Trash out was a couple $1,000, so call it 15 grand. It adds up pretty quickly. Appliances, again, they got stolen. We'll do another one. Exit on this one, $350,000. I'm gonna list it at $349,900. This will make $100K. Pretty confident and pretty quickly. So these lower income deals, a lot of people say, oh, you only buy low income properties, that's not sexy. Well, if they can make $100,000, I think they call that pretty sexy. Now, this is an anomaly type deal. Typically, I'm not getting them with this level of spread. So typically, on a deal like this, I would buy it for those numbers, but I'd be paying a little bit more for it. I'd probably buy this for $240,000 on those numbers, and I'd end up making $30,000 or $40,000. Not the kind of potential that we're talked about just now.
What about rentals?
If this thing was rented, I can get $2,200 for it all day long.
Are you planning to rent it, or you just want to get rid of it?
I'm open to both, but right now, technically, I just want to get rid of it just because of the area. I want to own assets in areas that are not, like, if you look around, there's nice houses, but this house has been stigmatized. So a house like that, I just don't want more problems. I want to get rid of the problems and go on to other stuff. If I have to rent it, I will rent it. My preference is to turn this and buy a similar type asset in a better neighborhood. Here, one more thing. Here I am, right in front of my house. I'm gonna list it for sale. There's beer cans. Most people are gonna walk away, get in the car and leave. Pick that up. Like, what are you doing? This is your house. Put your best foot forward. What is going on? Crazy. If you got assets like this and they're getting broken into, have your guys lock the breaker to the electrical panel and turn off the AC switch. I know it's gonna be hot when the people show the house. That's okay. If I got cold AC and it's 112 degrees out right now, bums are absolutely and transients are gonna break in this house just for the AC. If I lock that, they're not going into a hot box right now. Forget about it. Great little tip to mitigate people from breaking in. Turn off that breaker, lock that box, no one's using the AC. In here the other day, back door was wide open, AC was at 55, air is just flying out. I mean, it almost hit me when I walked through the door and banged me right in the face. I said, what is going on? I see people running out the back door, scrambling for the gun. It was crazy. That's so weird. So I just got this deal. 3-bed, 1.5 bath, price $230. It's not bad. No interior pics and no access, and I'd have to evict the family member. Sounds good. What if that family member just jacks up the entire house? That would not be good. Oh no, what is this person doing? You have to evaluate what's the downside risk versus the upside potential. The upside potential seems pretty good, but the downside risk is also pretty high. In those situations, you got the carrying costs, maybe there's some sort of equitable ownership, there's a fight for the property. I'm interested in buying problematic houses, but sometimes those problems are not solvable per se. You never know. So there's a lot of inherent risk in that type of deal. So most likely, based on that price, I'm not gonna buy that deal. It's not enough upside potential for the high downside risk. So when you look at it, the price looks good, and then I read family member, evict, no lease. It just doesn't sound good. It sounds like an uphill battle buying a major problem. Again, you get paid to solve problems, but this one's pretty big. So most likely, I'm gonna just pass the dean on that one. Just left Palm Lane, which got broken into again. We locked the breaker so that nobody can use the AC. Look at this house, gonna be so sexy right here. Oof, look at this thing. Best looking home in Maryville, baby. About to go list this. Look at this house. Let me break this down for you. This home was a complete disaster. I mean, this thing was ransacked, disgusting. There's people breaking into this left and right. We got brand new roof, brand new garage door, brand new windows. We're in the heart of Maryville. Nobody's putting this kind of money in these homes. Can't wait for you to see the type of work that we did inside of here. And I'm curious to see how fast people will recognize the quality of this work and how fast this home is gonna sell in today's market. This home has it all. Nice open floor plan, big bedrooms, family room, dining room, big open kitchen, backyard with a gazebo. It's got all the bells and whistles, plus all this additional parking right here. I have a feeling this thing will sell within 5 days, and I'll let you know. How cute is these little numbers? It's the little things. Walking up to the home, little cute little pop-out numbers right here and a nice light fixture. The new windows, new door, it just sets the tone for an inviting entrance, right? Super cool. I gotta change this code real fast. What is this code on here? Let me find out. I like this color. This is a nice little tango. ¿Cuál es el código aquí por la 70? Ah, finally, fuck. God, that thing's almost impossible to open. I'm gonna put a new one on here because fuck that. I can only imagine agents trying to get in there with that. Oh my God, look at this bad boy. Hey Trace, hey, I got you on speakerphone and we're filming.
Oh, all right, well I can call you back.
What's going on?
So the 3 that are going on Monday.
Yeah,
2 of them, I have docs on 1 and they're signing tomorrow for the buyer.
okay.
They're already signed. The other 2, I'm sending you DocuSign and I'm waiting on hard money loan docs.
Okay.
Which hopefully I'll have Monday morning maybe.
Okay.
I'm pushing. So I'll send you updates, but I just wanted to let you know.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, and what if I don't get the docs?
What do you mean?
For the hard money loans, because they gotta close Monday.
Well, then we'll have to get a per diem extension.
All right, I knew you had an answer.
Always have an answer. Appreciate you. I gotta run. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank
Bye-bye.
you. Okay, bye-bye.
Zach speaking.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Zack, how's it going, man? It's Artie Panzarella.
Hey, Artie, how are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Good. I've got a deal that I'm closing on. I'm just going to be doing a light flip on.
Okay.
I had it tied up, and I was kind of in between buying it myself and whatnot, so I'm buying it myself now, but I've got Chris and Jack doing the loan. They're not able to fund it until the 8th.
Okay.
So I wanted to see, the seller's trying to close like Monday. I wanted to see if there was, any kind of fee that you would close on it for, I don't know what date Monday is, until the 8th when they would be able to fund it.
How much is the purchase price?
It's $360.
And where's the home located?
It's 7th Street Union Hills. I can send you all the info.
Just do me a favor. We're filming and I'm shooting a property right now. Just text me the info and I'll look at it tonight for you first thing tomorrow morning if that's okay.
That works perfect.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Zach.
You got it. Bye-bye. All right, so going back to, I'm always multitasking, as you could tell. Look how nice size these rooms are. So let's talk about most people in Maryville, they're not doing all new texture throughout, doors, baseboards, lighting fixtures, windows, blinds, door handles. I mean, this thing is soup to nuts. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. All tile throughout, custom. I mean, they're doing, most people in Maryville, just to give you an example, they're doing just the built-in surrounds and the plastic inserts. Look at this stuff here. Like, look at these finishes. You're gonna see this in a $500,000-$600,000 house. Like, this house is absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Look at even just the little attention to details here, right? So cute. That's what people look at. That's why homes like this will sell fast. People can recognize the quality and the value we're providing, the remote fans, all the nice stuff, the windows. One thing I'm a little disappointed, I need my guys to pull all this trash back here. It's terrible. So we'll see what's going on with that. But God, this is looking so good. In fact, I'm gonna call and see if Victor was coming, or was it, let me see. Now, because on the showings, can you imagine a buyer? So show the backyard, right? I'm ready for the market. Then you have a backyard. The inside looks great, but it's so important to focus on the outside too. See what's going on with that. But this looks so good. Hey, ya finalmente trabaja. Una pregunta, ¿hablaste a Victor por la basura o necesito hablar a otra persona?
Pues yo le dije, pero me dijo que estabas mandando a otra persona.
Oh, Victor?
Ajá, pero me dijo, me dices lo que te diga, pero
No problema. La casa quedó chingón. Vamos a ir por ti ahorita, pero voy a hablar a Víctor a ver si tienes a alguien. Su mujer hiciste muy buen trabajo en la limpieza, quedó muy limpio, ya listo, estoy sacando fotos, estamos bien. Bueno, voy a hablar a ellos a ver y ya vamos, no hay problema.
Ok, está bien.
Gracias, te miro en 30 minutos.
Ok.
Cuídese, bye bye.
So I'm guessing this is support because this is very authentic.
Yeah, that's most for sure support. Otherwise, it's a weird position to be right there. But this home actually is great. You got your dining room here. You've got another living room there. You got your seating and TV area here. A big kitchen. You could have a table over here. There's so many different options. This home not only is aesthetically pleasing, but it's just got so much functionality. It just works. It flows. Let me see my landscaper and see what's up because I got to take care of this trash now. Sure.
Sí.
Estoy ahorita en la casa de la 70. ¿Vas por la basura aquí o necesito mandar a otra gente?
Si quieres, manda a otra gente.
No problema, voy a hacer.
Ok.
No problema, gracias. ¿Estás en la Redbird?
Voy para allá.
Ok, avísame si hay gente ahí y qué pasó con el mantenimiento, la yarda y si la gente ya se fue.
Ok.
Gracias. Bye. Okay, let me call another guy now. So he says send somebody else, right? Like these guys don't care. There's no urgency. I need urgency. I need this out of here. I want to list this. I don't want to have a buyer walk out here and have construction debris back there. It's terrible. So let me call my guy now and have him clear this out. Oh, it feels so good. That's how you cool down on a hot day. You're sweating, baby. That's nice. My phone is overheating. Put it in the freezer for a second. Hey, buddy, I just sent you an address on 70th Drive. I need you to come grab the trash in the backyard, do a quick little landscape cleanup over here. Very little grass, whatever. So call me, see if you can get here this afternoon because I'm listing it, or first thing tomorrow morning and send me pictures. Thank you. Okay, so we were talking about appliances. Nobody's putting Samsung counter depth fridges in these houses with high-end appliances. Look at these appliances. I mean, these are gorgeous. You put these $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 home. This is an entry-level home here in Arizona. Look at the quality of the Samsung. Everything across the board, the stainless steel dishwasher, all this stuff. It's absolutely beautiful, all brand new, all warranted. So again, spend the money to make the money. It shows. You walk in a house like this and have some used and scratch and dent appliances, it just goes to show you you're cutting corners on other things too. You put nice appliances, people know that you did a quality job. It's just visible, it feels good, it feels right, it's luxurious, and people will pay for the quality. So there's nothing we didn't touch in this house. It came out absolutely stunning. High-end backsplash, quartz counters. Most people in this price point, they're doing a laminate countertops with no backsplash, so no one's doing the handles. We're doing it right. These are high-quality cabinets, solid. So again, self-closing, all the bells and whistles right here, can lights throughout, nice fixtures, everything that you can see, beautiful, gorgeous. This home is gonna sell, trust me, this weekend. Let's go put an easier lockbox for access on here and get this puppy sold. Take this one out, put the rest of the keys in that box, put another box on, because I'm a contingency guy. Can you imagine if I had a hard time with the box, these other agents are gonna walk up and say, it's 110 degrees. We're not showing this house. We can't even get in. So that would suck. So I'm going to make sure that access is easy. There's no issues. And we're going to get this bad boy sold and fast. Let's go. That's what I feel like. Yeah, it's like really stressed. I think I'm just going to remove it, actually. It's fucked. Why even mess with this? Forget it. There we go. That's the answer. This thing is so tough on here. It's terrible. For $220 purchase price, we put in probably about $75,000 on this one with the roof and everything else. I'm gonna list this for $399.9. So pretty good numbers across the board. Not pretty good, very good numbers. Took us we had to evict the tenant. So we had about 60 days in carrying in that. And then, boom, going on market. So we could own this for about 3-4 months. And reallocate that money. Boy, is it hot out here, huh?
Yeah.
So when my guys come, it's attention to the little details, right? Quick little landscaping around this tree right here. I want to pull that trash in the front. That looks terrible. rake these rocks, and then get the stuff in the back and then rock and roll. You can also see, in fairness, right, like got a little quick on the spraying of the house on the fascia, so you can see that there's some overspray on the roof. Not great, even though it's a brand new roof, but overall this house looks precious. Take a look at the mountain views, by the way, right from the front of the street. That'd be nice, leaving your home in the day in the morning and boom, rock out some gorgeous mountain views. Pretty nice. All right, let's go to one under construction. Keep pushing, baby, keep pushing. Doors and stuff for the main house or baseboards that you were gonna do anyways, then that's on me, just to be clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one wall and a door.
Okay, so if it's a wall and a well, the wall would be on you, the door, you know, I mean, you, whatever. Look, you're a reasonable, fair guy. If there's things that you need me to pay for, that you're like, hey, this house is falling apart or whatever, I'll pay for it. If it's just you building a new room, that's on you, you know, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
Completely. I'm just touching base with you.
For sure. No, and I'll let you use that discretion. I trust you 100%, and we'll go from there.
All right. Yeah, and we'll talk to you later on next week. Oh, I may talk to you this weekend. I don't know. You going to be around?
I'm around all weekend, no problem. Call me anytime.
Okay, I'll give you a holler.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Definitely no extensions, right? Like you don't have to have permits for any additions, but adding rooms, sometimes there's tenants they want to do, for example, rent out a fourth bedroom. If there's a loft and they want to convert it, typically we would handle all of that. What you just heard is an example of a contractor rent for me that has the capability of doing it. And as you heard, I said, hey, he wants to turn the house, it's currently a 4-bed, 2-bath, into a 5-bedroom, so he can get some more additional rental income from, you know, one of his maybe sober living buddies or whatever it may be. I said, I have no problem with that. He's a very responsible, communicative, just a really solid guy, and he does good work because I vetted him. So in those circumstances, I'm happy to pay for materials if you're enhancing my home in the general form. But if you're buying materials just for your uniform, your unilateral benefit of creating a 4th bedroom, that would be on you, right? Because it doesn't serve me. To me, in fact, I like it more as a 4-2. The 5th-2, and you're utilizing a general living space. If I go to resell the home in the future, to me it feels tight, it doesn't flow naturally, so it actually devalues the home from my perspective. So in that circumstance, he would have to pay for those materials. But when he moved in, I gave him a discount on the rent because he was going to paint the place. He was putting in some new doors, putting some siding in on the kitchen. So things of that nature is always negotiable with a tenant that has the capacity to do repairs. But again, because I'm so anal and type A, I typically want my guys to control the quality of the remodel and also the liability aspect of a third party doing work in your home to do that. I always like to be in control, and typically 99% of the time, it will just be my guys, my contractors, my handyman handling any and all repairs. Very good question. It's funny, I get that question all the time when I'm meeting with my new prospective tenants. The answer in my perspective is always 100% no. And the reason that is because something could be really small, and a small leak could turn into a major thing if it leaks over time and they don't want to pay the $100 service fee, for example, and then it becomes a major problem. You start getting mold and leaks. So I never make my tenants pay for any service fees unless we go out and we find that their kid put a toy down the drain and caused the problem. They would have to pay for that total repair. But if it's a generalized maintenance call of a water heater, the AC, an appliance, a toilet leak, whatever it is, that's always on me as the landlord. I encourage my tenants call. I want them to call, so I don't want to deter them by having some small fee, $50 or $100. They don't make the call, and then it becomes into something major that costs thousands of dollars. So to mitigate major issues with the home, don't charge your tenants a copay or a fee for service to dissuade them from calling for any maintenance requests, because in the long run, it's going to hurt you, not help you. To buy this, it backs to a school.
You just got a deal?
No, he wants me to transactionally kind of fund it for a week or two. It's interesting. I love it. We'll see. All right, we're in the heart of what I call, not what I call, this is what the city calls it, Sun City. And the sun is out. It's a beautiful city. I got this unit, 2 beds, 2 baths. It's a 55 plus community. Lady had post-possession for 10 months. She just moved out. I actually listed this property right away. I was busy working on other homes. I thought, okay, the home's clean. I'm gonna put it on the market. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky and don't have to do anything, but in fairness, like true full transparency and vulnerability, this home needed to be upgraded. Some better floors, better countertops, appliances, paint, and backsplash and counter. So the home definitely needed a little pizzazz, a little sizzle to the steak. So you try and take the shortcuts. Typically it always comes back to bite you, but full vulnerability. Sometimes you got to swing for the balls, you know, and see what happens. You never know in a market because there's limited inventory. But again, I'm doing it the right way. No shortcuts, spend the money to make the money. Sometimes again, you try and get that quick buck, but then it comes back to haunt you. So let's come in. We just started a demo on this one literally yesterday. We got the full game plan. The guys are out here busting away, doing the demo. We're gonna do floors, we're gonna do, again, appliances, countertops, backsplash, lighting fixtures, turn and burn this bad boy, and then we have a huge project he's gonna go to that waiting for the family to move out of that one in Glendale. So watch yourself over here, come on in, and let's see what we got. You can already see the demo has been started. Everything is here, ready to rock and roll. Hola! Oh, it smells good. Doesn't it smell good in here? I don't know what that is, but it smells good. Woo! Smells like fresh wood. Woo! There he is. Bueno. These boys do not mess around. This is interesting. You'll see this quickly. So I had some old school counters on here. I'll get you some pictures. We can pull up the old listing. We dropped this bar. You can see this bar was raised here. Modernizing, a really good tip when you're in these kitchens where you got the backsplash. It pops up about, this is about 8 inches, and then it comes across. If you let it flow all the way across, it just modernizes the looks and make it flow easier. They already have prep for the new counters. We're taking out this, this lighting right here. We're gonna do can lights, so it gives a little more depth and space to the kitchen. We pulled all the tile and the baseboards in here. We're gonna paint the place a brighter color. Behind you, we're gonna do an accent wall and some new fixtures. ¿Cómo estamos? Todo bien, excelente, gusto verte. You can see they're doing a really good job with you know, all the demo. You can see everything right here. So they pulled all this. It's gonna look beautiful with the recessed lighting, the new paint. We're actually gonna eliminate this wall right here. I'm gonna verify we'll do that because it's just a little boxy when you walk in. So it just gives a little more open space to the place. It's got a great patio. We're putting in new carpet in the bedrooms. Here's Noé right here. You're gonna smile. Mi número uno. No he visto antes, este está grande el closet. Más o menos. All new floors throughout here, new carpet in this bedroom, and then in the primary suite over here, we're going to do, again, new carpet. Again, you could tell, this isn't bad at all. Most people would keep this. Actually super clean. I could have had this professionally clean. But again, you can't have new floors and put in some old carpet. That's a joke. So we're putting in all the same tile throughout here, and I'll do the counters in here and a nice mirror, nice fixtures. They'll pull this. And this is in good shape, so we'll keep that. So change out some hardware. This is a quick turn. The guys will be done with this in a week. Get it back on the market. It's gonna look good. Change the hardware and the handles. This is a very quick, easy project. Probably spend 10, 12,000 bucks in here. Get in, get out, and then go on to the next one. That'll certainly help it sell. And then I'll never question why, hey, why is that house sitting on the market, hasn't sold? I know why. Because I just did nothing. I didn't even put a Band-Aid on it. Now I'm doing the surgery, do it right, slow it down, breathe, and then get the proper return. Estamos demolando este pared, ¿verdad? Okay. There it is. This is my contractor who loves to be on camera. Look at him. He hates the camera. Boom, no camera. He's already famous. And we're good. ¿Sabe una cosa? Si entramos aquí y tumbamos este pared nomás puede ser un exento aquí y nomás otro ahí. O nomás dejamos lo mismo aquí y nomás hacer exento ahí. Pero porque es especial, cuando entras es nomás uno por ahí. Puede pintar sería bien lo mismo color de la, so uno ahí y otro ahí, ya estamos. All right, and then what you see, I have the gold fixtures, that dates a place. If you look right here, this is gold. It looks super ugly, and it's super hot, by the way. So we're gonna get some LEDs probably, change out those can lights, but I'm gonna love this kitchen. It's looking really good, and we'll rock and roll and see what happens. So this is a quick turn and burn, and on to the next. So we just came from the house on 70th. Noé did all that work over there. The house, we literally just pictures and go. So you can see how fast the transition. He finished that house this morning, immediately here working on the next house. There's no like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Bahamas tomorrow and take a week off. We go from home to home to home. It's so important to keep your guys busy. This home, it didn't need, I didn't have to, but again, I don't want them out of work. I care, that's another reason why, again, why I came in here, took this thing off the market, want my guys working. I want them 24/7 to make sure that they're always taken care of. And sometimes even if I break even or I lose a few dollars by making sure that they have work, in the long run, you get the loyalty, you get the retention, everybody's happy. So that's why I do what I do, even in a home like this, where people are like, what do you do? And the home was fine. We don't do fine, we do fine remodeling. We don't just do fine, it's okay. We don't want okay, we want 5-star reviews. Look at this pantry. No realizaste, tenemos un pantry grande aquí. This is nice. No he visto antes, es muy grande. Tiene lo pantry aquí, otro pantry aquí. Oh, ¿sabe una cosa? I have a huge pantry right here. You walk in, we don't need this. I just realized, look, this is a huge pantry. What's between here? Nothing. We blow this out. We have access from there. You can have a huge, really nice walk-in pantry. But seriously, sabe una cosa? What sells houses? Kitchens and accesso. If we open this up and frame a huge pantry, this would be beautiful with shelves, a huge pantry. Estaría chingón. You know, I mean, the other thought about it is it's nice, but the only other thing is, like, where do you put your brooms and all your other stuff? So if you have your vacuum cleaners and the other stuff, there's nice to have, and what?
In the garage.
Yeah, puede poner en garage. I don't know. We could overthink it. Vamos a pensarlo. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Hacer todo juntos o dejar así?
No sé. Tú decides.
Voy a checar. Nomás es una idea. So when you have thoughts like that, I'm gonna go look at the comps. Did anyone else have a big pantry? Am I gonna get more money for it? Is it gonna affect anything? Look, maybe some people like to mix up the reality is the kitchen's actually decent size. It's not like, oh, there's minimal space. There's some nice space in here. You got plenty of cupboards, you got corner, you got a lazy Susan. You got plenty of space for canned goods. You already have the shelves here. Is it really necessary to blow that out? It's not 100% necessary. It would be nice, but again, you're also gonna have vacuum cleaners, brooms. You wanna think about functionality, and you don't want those mixed in with your pantry in the kitchen, right? You want food with food, and you want cleaning supplies and other stuff with cleaning supplies. So the reality is, now that I'm thinking about it, no, it's necessary. We can just leave it, because I'm gonna spend, you know, $1,000 to blow it out and frame and then build the shelves again. For what? The cleaning supplies, the brooms, that's a fine closet, it's away from the food. This is not some big family that's gonna have 20 kids. This is a 55+ community. How much dry storage and food are you gonna have? This is great storage in here as it is. So if this was a family home and you had 4 kids and mucha gente and a lot of people, then I would maybe blow it out. Because the fact there's probably 1, maybe 2 people max living here, it's not necessary. Overthinking. So sometimes you come up with this great idea and then you process and think about, what's the target market? Who's really living here? What's the viability of doing it? Am I gonna get a return? If I spend $1,000, do I get $1,050? Do I get $1,500? Do I get $2,000 by doing it? The answer is no, not in this house. Next. So make quick decisions. Dejamos así.
1550.
How much?
Okay, that ain't that much, but yeah, that's cool.
How much? Just tell me, because I know I of all the people, I think you're my cheapest rent. How much did I move it up to?
We've been like $430 right now.
$1,440, and now you're up to how much?
$1,550.
It is, yeah. Think about it. If you go out and you look at an apartment and a 1-bedroom, you can't even get something like that. So,
I already know, because my daughter
yeah,
just moved, and she stayed in an apartment.
it's insane.
Thunderbird, and they was trying to charge her $2,000.
I know, it's insane. So I just told Vicky, do the bare minimum for you, which was like nothing. So I got you. I appreciate you as well, everything that you've dealt
I
with.
appreciate that, because like I said, I've been trying to work with my credit and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so we can, you know, at least try to. But then my mom passed away last year, and his mom 4 months later passed away. So we've been kind of going through it.
I get it. A lot of people are in this economy, and that's why I always do my best to give everybody the lowest possible rent that I can certainly, you know, accommodate. And I think that you see that.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I really do. I really appreciate it throughout the whole time. Come August, it'll be 6 years. And I really
6 years. How many times have I raised your rent?
It's the first time.
It's first time in 6 years. I put my money where my mouth is. You deal with a lot, but you've always been very respectful to me, to my staff, to Vicky, to Daniel, to everybody, and you deserve it. You're a great person.
Hello?
Yeah, I was saying you deserve. Oh, I'll call her back.
You must be in an awkward.
Yeah, I'm heading up in the mountains. But no, I just want to say, again, I put my money where my mouth is. I appreciate you. I respect the heck out of you and your family. You've always been good to everybody that comes out, my maintenance guys, my assistant, everybody. And so I want to take good care of you.
Yeah, they come in, and Daniel, I love Daniel and his son. They come in, we have time, we cook breakfast on the Saturday when they come.
Oh, that's so nice.
They just eat. And I'm like, you guys hungry? They was like, it smells good. We smell it all the way outside. I was like, hey, here's a plate. Fix you something to eat.
That goes a long ways. That goes a long way. You know, karma is always typically reciprocated, so it's all good.
God is good. God is good. Believe me.
There you go.
I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I do. But like I said, yeah, we can deal with that. That's no problem. We just
Sounds good.
I'll put it in my calendar on the calendar so I know next month.
Yep.
To pay more than what it is.
You got it. And then just sign it and scan it back or take a picture and send it to Vicky so we have it on file and we will be good to go. Anything you need, you always have accessibility to me. Say hi to your family and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
All right, thank you, Zach. I do too. Thank you.
Have it. Take care. Be good. Bye-bye. Again, perfect example. Everyone's, milking. I could get $2,000 for that house. She's been there for a long time. She dealt with, I know everyone in my home, she had a rat issue one time. She was dealing with rats. I had to send people for months to take care of it, to go through all of those hardships and headaches, and then to jack somebody's rent, that's bullshit. You take care of those people. She dealt with that hardship. She was always respectful and calm, and you treat people and you give them that same energy and love, they take care of you. She's taking great care of my home. She's extremely warm. You heard her energy and her demeanor. Like, I want those people in my house. I don't care if I lose $5,000 or $6,000 a year. Literally, that's it. Maybe even more, because I have those great relationships. I sleep better knowing that person's taking care of my home, extremely respectful, and I have true love for her and her family. So there you go. If you're a tenant and you're down to earth and you communicate and you're calm to the landlord, that bodes very well and that goes a long way. If your landlord doesn't respect that and they're constantly jacking your rent, you should find a landlord similar to the way that I treat my tenants, straight up.